Well, welcome to the bonfire. Grab a seat, and we've got some things to get into. So, the reason that I'm even making this video is because I just wanted to share what it's like being someone who is a black sheep of their family and things that I've learned and seen over the years. For example, there's a lot of places that you'll drive by, and you may be driving on the highway and you see these places. They're very dark places, and you know that you would never take your family to go eat anywhere near these places. They're not well lit, and you just feel the darkness that's radiating from them. But you drive past it every single day, and then one day you start driving by there, and you notice that that dark place now has police tape all around it. Now, finally, that darkness that's always been there has come to light, and in the most horrific way at that, something horrible has happened. And that's the place that I understand the most. I understand this hidden darkness that's tucked away in society, and I live there. And it's not just me that live there. It's millions of other kids who live there as well. Little innocent children live in this darkness that is all consuming, and the only time that it's revealed is once something so horrific has happened and can't be undone, that the police are here now. Now things have changed forever. The darkness is revealed in the most horrific of ways. And you know, I've been seeing a big rise in children going through these traumatic instances. And it's really heartbreaking to see these videos. You'll see kids who are starved, you'll see kids who have been so severely um hurt by their protectors that they're just begging the police to not even take them back home. They're just begging, "Don't take me back home to mommy and daddy." And that's just I am just so completely at a loss of words for how horrible and traumatic it is for someone so little and so innocent to be going through something like that. Um, for me, I had to run away from home a lot actually when I was growing up. Um, the funny thing is, once I actually started going away from my family, my grades and actually everything in my life started to improve a lot more drastically. For a long period of my time, I lived in poverty, and it was so bad that like I didn't even think it was bad at the time, but like just to give like an instance of what was going on in my life. I mean, I just had a singular Pop-Tart and an Arizona sweet tea. That was my breakfast for like all of high school. Like that's all we could afford. I'm sure that wasn't conducive to a growing kid's brain, but that's what I got. Um, I actually didn't even have jackets. I had to go to the lost and found and act like I had lost my jacket there. And I would just take random people's jackets because I was cold, during the winter. I mean, I literally had no options. And like I said, there's, hundreds, maybe millions of kids who are in that exact instance, stealing to survive. And that's part of what I'm talking about. Like once you're a black sheep in society, you can't unsee these these things that everyone else refuses to see. Those dark places that I was talking about, I lived there. I I drive by them to this day, but I understand what's going on there. And then everyone acts shocked once, something has happened there, but I knew that it was going to happen all along because, no one's taking things serious. They're not taking it serious that, people are at their wits' end. They're not raising their children right. They're succumbing to their addictions.